Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. This is Certified Career Coach Ro Leathers. Today's topic is STAR method for improved interview outcomes. I know a lot of us get very nervous going into an interview. So my hope today is to offer you some guidance to help you go into your next interview prepared and confident. All right, so I think a lot of our nervousness comes from not really understanding the questions being asked of us. So, the best way to approach an interview is to pause and really understand what the question is that's being asked by the interviewer and understanding that they're trying to learn something about you. What is it about you or your experiences that they want to know? Well, they want to know how you're going to help them solve their problem, right? So then your questions you should be asking yourself is what is it about you and your experiences do you want the employer to know so that it conveys that you are the right candidate for their position. Okay? And how we're going to do that today is by understanding how to use the STAR method. It's just an acronym. S stands for situation, T is for task, A is for action, and R is for results. If we break down our responses in these categories and maybe use 3 to 5 sentences for each section, we will then be able to provide concise and confident responses to the interviewer's questions. So let's break this down and see how it can help you in your next interview. All right, so the situation, when they ask you a question, they're asking you to tell them a story. And if you formulate your story based on the STAR method, you can break down what needs to be included for each section. So the situation is the problem. What is the problem that you want to convey in order to answer the question that you're being asked? And just realize that each question that's being asked of you is geared to extract an understanding of your skill level, of your competencies, your understanding of the role or their company. Okay. So when you're describing the situation, include the problem that was placed in front of you and how it became the problem in front of you. You were chosen, a situation happened, you were promoted, or it fell in your department. What was it? And always present it in a positive way as a challenge that you welcomed. Include the people who were involved. Who gave you the task or the situation? And who on your team did you need or were going to need assistance from? And then you can also include why you were tasked with the solution. And this, we kind of touched on this. If it were you promoted into the position, was it something that fell within your role, something that you had to correct, something that happened that needed your expertise? What was the situation? Come up with 3 to 5 sentences to describe that situation. And then the next category is task. Describe the task that you had to solve. What exactly about the situation needed to be corrected? And what skills do you need to showcase in order to convey that these were the competencies, relevant competencies that you needed to tap into in order to perform this task? Convey your skill level by sharing the knowledge about the situation and the solution. What did you know about the situation? Was it part of something that you studied at school? Was it an experience that you already had in a previous role? Was it part of a training, a license, a certification? Where did your knowledge come from? Include that in the task section. And then A is for action. What action did you take that you deem necessary to resolve the matter? How did you go about planning and executing that action? What was necessary? What judgment did you have to lean on? Who were necessary in that process? Did you have to put together a team? Did you have to do research? Did you have to did you have to persuade people? And these are important steps to convey because it showcases soft skills such as communication, problem solving, leadership, time management, researching. All of those come into play when you are describing something in the STAR method. And then lastly, you're going to want to share your results because results convey how effective you were. What was the outcome of the actions that you deemed necessary? How did your efforts improve the situation and help the organization? Did it help the organization um, improve processes, save time, save money, train more people? What if you could share metrics? That's even better. If you can use percentages to show how your contribution helped improve the organization, that is golden. And again, 3 to 5 sentences for each section should suffice. Now, also, what you're going to want to what you need to realize too is whatever information you share in your answers may be the foundation for other questions. It could prompt other questions to be used in the interview. For example, if part of your response was a project, a training, a licensing or education, or some other unique experience, those could prompt other questions. So be prepared to expand on some of the examples and key factors that you include. And when you structure your answer this way, you come across prepared, concise, and confident. Okay, STAR method: situation, task, action, and results. And that is all I have for you today. I hope you walk away with a little bit of information that can help you take the next step, help you prepare for that upcoming interview. And of course, if you have any question, you can send me an email, 3amcareercoach@gmail.com. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.